Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're playing this. My name is Winter Johnson, and I'm the voice of Richard Grundler. Congratulations on getting through this story of death, fear, and loss. I hope the emotional scars will fade in time. Working on this game has been a very fun experience for me, and working with the developer has been a delight. She has been very encouraging and reasonable, yet is not afraid to mention when something needs reworking. Seeing the story grow and watching these characters develop and change and fight and die has been fascinating to watch. As an actor, I am so happy to have been given the opportunity to help bring this story to life. I hope you enjoyed playing the game as much as I did acting in it.
Hi, I'm Chocolate. I do the voice of Sophie. I'm really glad I got to be in this game, especially that I got to play Sophie. I really related to her story in the Sandman, so it's just really awesome that I'm doing her voice, you know? I'm also working on a game, though it has a long way to go before it's finished. It's called Dollhouse, and it'll also be a puzzle exploration type game.
Hello, I'm Manly Badass Hero, the voice of Dick Anderson. I've been a big fan of the Strange Men series, so when I saw there was auditions, I sent some improv and general recordings, and not only was I accepted, I also found out Uri was a fan of my playthroughs of her games, which needless to say made me feel a bit giddy. Personally, I've liked the games not only because of their similarities to things like Silent Hill, but also that they're relatable to people with depression. Whether or not you're an adult or a young person, I think dark times in your life can really change your perspective on the world, and sometimes just makes you a crooked man. Anyway, I've been glad to help work on this project, and until next time, thanks for playing.
Hey there, this is Cyan Roll, and I voiced Eric. I hope you enjoyed the game, and what a great game it was, right? Thanks to everyone who worked on it, especially Uri. This was my first try at voice acting, so I hope you liked it. It was such a great experience for me. Moving on, I'm a freelance artist. If you're interested in seeing my work, then just visit my website. A real amazing thing this was for me, and I hope that it was for you as well. Take care, player. Until next time.
Heya, Serenity Harper here, the voice of Helena Baring. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you on beating the game. I hope you had fun playing and liked the ending, or endings you got. It's been a great pleasure and an honor to work on this project alongside everyone. I never expected to get Helena's role since it's my first time voice acting, and to tell you the truth, my audition was very messy. I have quite a lot of things to talk about, but in order to avoid bogging down players with minutes upon minutes of talking, I have written my overall thoughts about the game down on my blog. It will be made available once people have reached this to avoid spoiling stuff. For those who are interested in reading it, the blog is helenabaring.tumblr.com. Thank you so much again for playing the Boogieman. If you ever want to talk, feel free to hit me up on Twitter at Serene Harper. I'll give you warm hugs and pats on the back for a job well done. Alright, that sounds weird. Right, anyways, take care always and catch you later.
Hey there, I was actually thinking about saying I'm not actually the voice actor of Toad, but in the end, nah. So, great thanks to Uri, the Great Games equally great creator, who was also really sweet along the creation of the game, Vision Person, Her Majesty the Translator Queen, and the voice actors, who helped bring this together with their lovely voices. It was a pleasure to work with all of them. And of course, we can't forget you. Good job for getting the good ending, by the way. Oh, and just a note, if I do something in the later days, it probably won't be in the same name. Something like Nobody maybe. I have a Twitter with that name, but then again, who knows. Anyways, thank you, I love you.
Hello everyone, my name is Max. To most people on the internet, I'm known as Blue Neon Light Show. On YouTube, I go by Epsilon, and I voice Keith for this game. Yeah, I know, lots of names. This was the first time I tried voice acting, so yeah, sorry if I didn't do as good of a job as I could have. It's really been an honor doing this for Uri. I honestly didn't expect getting the part. Some friends on Skype said that they were trying out for the Boogieman, and I thought it would be fun to try. Turns out, Uri liked my voice, so imagine my surprise when I actually got the part. I really like playing the role as Keith. I always like the cold-hearted characters that work on the side of justice, and is willing to do anything to save the day. Kinda like Jack Bauer, I guess. Or Batman. Anyway, please try out the other games whenever you get the chance. There's the Sandman, the Crooked Man. Go and check them out if you haven't yet. Thank you for playing through the game, keeping me alive, and more importantly, thank you for saving my life. I'm sure Serene will be happy that you saved Helena too. Unless you got the other 4 endings first, then, Anyway, feel free to talk to any of us. We all have Skype. Mine is neon.l.show. I should probably stop talking now. Congratulations, and good night.
Hello everyone, I'm Ro, the voice of David Hoover. First, thank you for playing the Boogieman. I hope you had as much fun playing as I did voicing in it. Thank you Uri for making this game, and thank you VG Person for translating it, helping Uri, and making some 2D Japanese indie horror games available for English speakers to play. So, I initially came upon Uri's games on VG Person's website. The first of these that I played was The Crooked Man. On my first playthrough, I spoke out all of David's lines to myself, just for fun. I quite like David's everyman character. He was someone we could all relate to because of the things he'd done and seen. He's also really kind and loves to help. He's the kind of soft-spoken protagonist that everyone loves or loves to hate, which you see often in anime and manga. Despite being an avid fan of anime and manga, I found it hard to capture that kind of character with my voice. When I auditioned for a role in The Boogieman, I had no idea it would be a game that ties together all the characters of Uri's previous other games. So when I learned that I would be the voice of my favorite character, I was very thrilled. Now I am David Hoover. I have a very, very old YouTube channel that I've never uploaded to before, but I'm going to start uploading voice acting clips, games, and whatever I can think of there. It is youtube.com/Rokuro. That's ROUKURO. And yes, I know I spelled that particular name wrong. It won't have much for now, but I'll be uploading more as time passes, and hopefully people will like it. Oh, and if you want me to voice act for your game or project, feel free to send me a message at that channel.
Hello, this is a Doxographist, and I am the voice actress for Shirley, who is a cool chick who's tough and dependable. And I'm not like that at all because I'm a big weenie baby and I get scared really easily. So that's where I'm at. Either way, it's been a lot of fun doing voice work for this project. I'm sad that I don't have anything more to record, but I am also happy to see it all come together beautifully. Voltron, like, I don't know what Voltron is in Japanese. Never mind. Yeah. So I guess a bit about me. I'm a doxographist. I'm from Canada. I speak English and I speak French as well. I don't really do voice acting in French though, but bonjour, ça c'est mon français, je suis bilingue, français-anglais, mais mon anglais est supérieur que mon français, meilleur, peux-je dire. I've been voice acting for maybe about 3 to 4 years, around that ballpark. And mostly I voice deeper women, tough chicks. Ugh. I voice a lot of young boys. I voice some tomboy girls, that kind of stuff. The main project that I do is Let's Read Homestuck on YouTube, which is a comic dub of a webcomic called Homestuck. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but I voiced Jade Harley.
Jade Harley, who is a high-pitched girl, and it's kind of different from my regular voice, but whatever.
I do a lot of comic dubs with the group that produces Let's Read Homestuck. It's called Collab HQ if you want to look it up. And yeah, I don't know if I have much to add. I've done voice work for a couple of games, but mostly what I do is I do motion comics and I do comic dubs. But yeah, either way, I hope you enjoyed playing the game. I hope you got spooked. You got your willies Jimmy wrestled, scared. You know, expressions meaning you got frightened. And yeah, sorry, this is I'm not great at talking about myself, but either way, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Later.
Hey everyone, this is Jesse, aka Stevie, and thanks for playing the Boogieman. I've had a fantastic time working on this project, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. As a last note, I just want to give you all a recommendation to look out for future titles from Electric Pop Studios, a game designing group I'm a part of. We're in the beginning stages, so we haven't released anything yet, but hopefully we'll be getting started on that soon. Hope you all enjoyed listening to me die. Have a good one.
Hello, this is Nervous from misanthropop.com, aka Lance Canal. I'm recording this with help from my new assistant, Borscht. Say hi, Borscht! I've been a fan of both Uri and VG Person's output for a couple of years now, so it really was a pleasure and an honor to spend the last year working on the Boogieman alongside them. I've also met a lot of interesting and lovely people from all over the world in the form of my fellow actors and actresses. I suppose Lance would say, "What do you want from me? I've done my job already. Give me a break." But I'd really like to thank Uri and VG Person for the wonderful opportunity that they gave me, and I hope we can all work together again someday. I'd also like to thank you for playing the game, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Thanks.
Hi, I'm the Overlord Bear. You can call me Tob or Tobby, or maybe Tobbs. I know. What do you want to call me? Anyway, I voiced Brendan Dumont here in Uri-san's The Boogieman. I'd like to thank Uri-san for letting me be in this project. I'm glad to be a part of the making of an awesome game in Uri-san's awesome Strange Men series, and I'm glad that I have met and made friends with certain people in the production crew. How difficult was figuring out the puzzles in the game? How difficult was figuring out the identity of the person behind the mask of the fake Boogieman? I'd like to know, though I think Uri-san would like to know that and more of your thoughts about the game even more. Also, I'd like to say that if I were a character in the TBM story, I think Brendan would probably do one of three things. Number 1, place me at main character level, maybe even at protagonist level, considering my liking for heroism. Number 2, turn me into a butt monkey that doesn't get killed during the plot but gets tortured for comedy, for Brendan at least, a lot because of my social awkwardness. And 3, kill me because I was pretty nosy and then ended up knowing too much about his plans. Maybe you would do a mix of the 3 choices. Indeed, being one of Brendan's victims is a freaking scary thought. Oh, and I'd like to know your honest constructive feedback on my voice acting. Also, if you want to know more about me, please go to theoverlordbear.wordpress.com. Oh, and maybe you'll find something interesting if you go to brennan'scastle.tumblr.com. Now, excuse me while I take over and renovate a certain blonde Two-Face's castle.
Hello, I'm the voice for the Boogieman. Oh, sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Dave Ossity, the voice of the Boogieman, but you could just call me Dave. I must say, it was an honor to be able to work with Uri and all the other actors and actresses on this game. I've been a big fan of Uri's games for some time, and when I saw that she was having an audition for a new project, I thought I might try out for a role. I'm not a professional voice actor, in my opinion, but I have done some voiceover work in my past, and I have done some scary story readings. You can find them on YouTube if you're interested. Just search on my name. Anyway, I auditioned and now I'm here in Uri's game. I really enjoyed bringing her character, the Boogieman, to life. Helping Uri create this game was a fun and rewarding experience for me, and I'm very glad to have been a part of it. I'm also glad that you decided to play this game and have made it this far. Congratulations. I hope you enjoyed playing the Boogieman.
Hi, my name's Morty, and I had the honor of playing Will in this game. Before I talk a little bit about my involvement with the Strange Men series and the Hanged Man specifically, I'd like to tell you a short story. Before now, I've never voice acted in a more professional setting. The closest I've ever gotten to any of that is sitting in dark rooms playing games with my friends. It's sort of a tradition. We'll boot up a small game, and whoever's there participates by giving a character or two a voice. It became one of our main ways to bond as a group. Over the years, we've done that a lot. My friends were impressed by what I was able to do, but I figured I'd never really have a chance getting a real role. So, up until now, I just did it for fun. The jump from just a fun to playing the main character was huge, but I was so excited and humbled by the fact that someone saw me, a weirdo with dubiously absent gender and way too much time on their hands, as main character material. The prospect of being able to play this game with my friends and show them how far I've come is thrilling, and I'm beyond honored to have been given this chance. Which brings me to my place in the Hangman. I've watched and played the Strange Men series since at least 2013, and I was eager to see what the next installment might be. I saw VG Person's link to the auditions page at some point, and I was intrigued. At the urging of my friends, I thought there was nothing to lose by sending in a couple auditions and see what happened. I didn't think anything was going to come of it, if I'm being honest, because I was going to enjoy the game no matter what happened. Imagine my surprise, waking up one morning before class to see an email from Uri, not only saying that I landed the part as well, but I was almost directly aligned with her vision. Again, it was humbling. And in that moment, I made a commitment to myself and everyone involved. I was going to bring it as the most emotionally unstable but relatable 14-year-old boy I could be. I'll never be sure of people's impressions until after the fact, but just knowing that I brought my A-game into this project makes me proud of the work I've produced. And here we are! Hundreds of lines and countless hours spent in a tiny booth later. Despite technical issues of school equipment, threats of getting sick, stresses to my busy college schedule, I've made it to the other side, proud of the work that everyone has done. In closing, a sincere thank you to Uri for believing in what I brought to the table and giving me a chance. I also have additional thanks for VG Person for all her hard work in translating and bringing games to English speakers, and the cast of the Boogieman and the Hangman for giving it all they've got and inspiring me to do the same. Right now I'm prepping a lot of new social media accounts for more public face as a content creator, but I'll be putting out some extended thoughts about my role as well and my involvement with the Hangman at some point. You'll be able to find a link to that and other things at MortyK on Twitter. I'll also eventually make a video about the Strange Men series and how I think it all connects, so I hope to see you all very soon.
Hello, and congratulations on making it all the way into this room. You must be quite the gamer. My name is Luz Fidelma. I'm an up-and-coming actor and writer. If you're curious about me, I've also written a book called Tales I Grew Up With, The Grandparents, which you could find on Amazon.com, and I'm highly involved with a fun online series called the With Voices Project, which you can find out more about on TV Tropes. Additionally, I do live-action acting. I'll be playing the role of Torres in an upcoming web TV series called Beyond Scope. But that's probably enough self-promotion. Were you expecting that Pop would be used in all the ways he was used in this story? I sure wasn't. First, he was made to be Will's mouthpiece. Then Will chased him all throughout that old abandoned building like Alice chased that white rabbit in Wonderland. And finally, he became Will's cheerleader. Pop's just the most versatile rat ever. Say, which of Uri's Strange Man series did you like best? Besides the Hanged Man, my other favorite is her first one, the Crooked Man, but that's just me. Almost a pity that this will be the last installment of the Strange Man series, but I'm sure Uri has gotten even greater ideas in store. Can't wait to see them in the future.
Hello everyone, I'm Ro. Congratulations on clearing the Hangman. I hope you had as much fun playing as I did recording. I really wasn't expecting David to show up in this new game, but I'm very happy to reprise my old role. If you played the Boogieman and got to the bonus room, you may have listened to my message there. I said I might start a YouTube channel and voice the Crooked Man, which is the game that David stars in. The channel hasn't been fleshed out yet, and I haven't made any content. I apologize. I still plan to do both of these things, but real life is pretty busy. I hope eventually I can do something that you, our gracious audience, will enjoy. If you'd like to contact me, or would like for me to do some voice work, or would just like to send me some comments, feel free to send me a message or comment on my YouTube. My skeleton of a channel is ROUKURO, and this time I promise I'll actually respond. Thank you for listening.
Hey there, thanks for playing the Hangman. I'm McCory, and I provide the voice for Cindy Morton in this game. Now, while I was working on this, I was actually also providing another voice for a different RPG horror game called Kego Totori. You may know me as the voice behind Hotaru, who is a completely different character from Cindy in almost every single way possible, but I still hope I did Cindy justice. Now, if you haven't already, please go show Uri some support, not only for the Strange Men series, but any other projects they work on in the future. Having worked with RPG Maker myself, it is definitely more difficult than it looks, and to see such a well-continued series progress this way is just very inspiring and very interesting, so again, I hope you go show them support, because they definitely deserve it. So once again, thanks for playing.
Hi there! Thank you so much for playing the Hangman. Did you have a great time? I hope you did! I'm Jess, and I provide the voice for Regan in this game. This is my first time recording for an RPG horror game, and it was such a treat. I'm so thankful to be a part of this wonderful project, and I wish the best for everyone in the cast and to Uri on all their future projects that is to come. And a special thank you to Angie. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now, so thank you, Angie. A good way to reach me is at my public Twitter account R4V3NBR4IN, which also is Ravenbrain. I usually post all projects that I'm in there. Anyways, Tatcha for now, guys, and once again, thank you so much for playing the Hangman.
Hi there, guys. It's me, Chocolate, the voice of Sophie. Congrats on beating the game. I hope you had a good, spooky time playing it. I'm really glad to be in another game in this series, and I'm really excited to play the finished game. Thanks to Uri for making these games, and VG Person for translating them, and all the other voice actors in the games, because you guys are really, really great. I've actually been working on it for a while, but didn't mention it before, so I'll say it here. I'm also working on a game. It's called Dollhouse, and it's, kind of a surreal adventure game. It's taking a while since I'm trying to make most of the resources myself, but it's definitely coming along. Anyway, if you want to reach me, I have a Twitter, Art Tumblr, DeviantArt, and a Facebook artist page, and the usernames on all of those are ChocoChocolate. Also, I really love rats. I felt the need to say that because I had to pretend that I was disgusted by a rat when I, in fact, am the opposite of disgusted by rats. I love them. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Hello, I'm MCB Actual, though you can call me Al, and I voice the fishing store clerk in The Hangman. Though, I should say I've always had terrible luck with fishing. The only fish I ever caught was using a bit of cheese, but I digress. About 3 years ago, I was introduced to my first RPG horror game, Mermaid Swamp. Now, numerous translated games later, I'm extremely grateful that my first attempt at voice acting was for one of Uri's works. In a way, things have come full circle, though it's probably a circle of horror, monsters, and bad endings. Anyhow, I'd like to express my deepest thanks to Uri for making this all possible, to VG Person for their impeccable translations, and to you, the player, for coming along for the ride. You can find me hanging around, pun intended, on YouTube and Twitter as MCB Actual, so feel free to swing by and say hello. And so, thank you for playing the Hangman, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Or night, depending on when you're playing the game, I suppose. Take care.
Hey there, I'm JT Homeslice, or Jamie, whatever you like. I dabble in a bunch of creative stuff like YouTube junk, the occasional dumb game, music, and now voiceover. I saw a friend post about the auditions and thought I'd throw my hat in the ring. I researched the Strange Man series beforehand and thought they were really cool. I'm really happy to be a small part of this rad series. This is actually the first project I've been a part of as a voice actor. It's a huge honor. I hope to be a part of Uri's projects in the future too. Anyway, if you want to see what I'm up to, Twitter is the best bet, at JT Homeslice. I'm JT Homeslice pretty much everywhere else too. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Hello, this is Teach. I am the creator of the With Voices series, which takes games like these and gives them voices, so you can imagine my surprise when I actually get to take part in a game like this. I am very fascinated with the Strange Men series, and have always been looking forward to the next installment in the story. I have always loved how one installment leads to the other, and at the same time the way each one is a unique story with a different kind of strange man. It's been an honor and a pleasure to take part in this final installment of the Strange Men series, and I love the aspect of a fully voiced game. I'll gladly try out for any future game Uri tries to make. By the way, for those of you who are wondering about my work, I've done Mogeko Castle with voices, The Grey Garden with voices, and Garden Grey The with voices. I'm currently working on Undertale with voices, Genocider, and Secret of Mana Theater with voices, and one of these days I'll tackle the Crooked Man with voices and the Sandman with voices. Though I wonder what I should do once I reach the Boogieman with voices.
Hey, I'm Leannis, or some of you know me as Ringer. I also make pixel horror games, and I don't know if you've heard of them, but I call them the UX series, and currently in progress is Flux and Lux. And I've been a huge fan of Uri's games, and Well, I only played the Crooked Man, and I counted how many times I died, and I died approximately 33 times. And I was using a walkthrough. It took me about 2 hours to get through it. But, even though I'm a horror game enthusiast and a horror game creator, I really like voice acting, and I wanted to try out for this game, and I thought it would be fun. I didn't think I would be able to be accepted into the game as an actual voice actor. So I woke up one day and I saw that I received a message from Uri, and I was crying. I was crying because I was so excited to be part of this project. So, I hope you enjoyed the game. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the game. And, I hope you enjoyed my performance. Keep an eye out for my own games too. I'd appreciate if you would play some of them. And in the future, I hope that you'll see me in even more games. Thank you.
Congratulations on completing The Hanged Man. Can I make some clap sounds? You did it! So, what ending did you get? Good? Bad? Or does this room only appear in the good one? Well, you'll know, I guess. So, how's it going, guys? I'm Stray Hiryu, a Let's Player on YouTube. I have been looking forward to this game ever since the Boogieman, and I have been keeping an eye out if it's also gonna have voice acting. So, when I saw that auditions were up, I went for it and got a part. It's an extra, but still happy that I got a voice in. It's also my first time to actually voice act in a game. Even though I didn't have that many lines, I still tried my best and hoped it turned out great. I had some fun doing them. Thank you, Uri, to let me have a part. Well, enough talking to me. Talk to the other voice actors.
Arf, bark, growl, howl, whine, and woof. Which is your favorite dog noise? I'm quite partial to whining and whimpering myself. Hello to you, and congratulations on making it into yet another one of Uri's Games bonus rooms. I hope you had fun, or if you were watching someone else play through, that you enjoyed the story at least. My username's Altipejo Loco, but you can call me Loco. My real name is Francisco Lorvilaos, but don't bother remembering it. Aren't Uri's games great? I'm not attempting to suck up here. I genuinely love that aspects of real-life drama, psychological horror, and potentially unexplained supernatural events all coexist in Hair the Blank Man series. I auditioned for a lot of the adult male roles very close to the deadline, so I was kind of surprised that I was contacted to take even a single one of them. It ended up being Old Man E, I think, and I had to submit a lot of weird takes for said role, so when I found out that it was for Old Billy, a dog, I thought that Uri must have wanted one of my deeper, gravelly attempts, so I recorded my lines like that. Except it turns out she actually liked a different take for that role, and I only learned this around the time the area where I live in was particularly noisy due to a city fair and lots of rain. Needless to say, at the time I'm recording this, I might still be about to make a third alternate take, because I can't seem to reproduce the wheezing voice she wanted perfectly anymore. I have no idea how I did it during my audition. Anyway, I'm not a professional by any means, in fact I'm unemployed. I'd like to make games, but mostly I'm known for drawing, animating very slowly, and talking over video games whilst mishearing other people. I have no idea if players who see this room have seen every ending, but hopefully you have, because I'd like to maybe speak with those players right now, especially the ones who saw an ending with Old Billy. Everyone else, close your eyes and cover your ears, okay? So, I think it's a comforting idea that Will gets to be with Old Billy in that ending. There's nothing more ideal than an imaginary dog for someone who lost their fingers, you know? It's the only kind of dog such a person might still get to pet, by imagining that they're petting it. Sure, it's a little morbid, but you have to take your silver linings where you can find them, you know? In conclusion, Old Billy's a good dude. Anyway, hope you're all happy and well. See you!
Hi, I'm Matti Mali. I'm also known as hedonistic actor around the webs. I have a YouTube channel. There's some of my reviews about Finnish movies and my own creative efforts and stuff I haven't published there in a while, but hopefully by the time this game has been published, there's more stuff. But yeah, I haven't played any of the Strange Men games before, but I knew they had a reputation, so when my fellow voice actor Teach provided a link to this casting call in a Skype group we both are in, I decided to give it a try if I could leave my mark on something that is downloaded by, I don't know, thousands maybe. So yeah, thanks to Uri for giving me this opportunity. And even though my role as a model owner wasn't that big, I made those 6 lines, goddammit. Yeah. Well, when after completing the recording, I did play the other 3 games, and yeah, they had their own problems, each one of them. I could go more detail, but I want to say that what is common to all of those 3 is strong writing and great feelings and almost makes you cry kind of a hefty drama. So I really dig the writing and many of the characters the series has to offer. Well, because I had such a small role in this during one scene, I can go most of the Hanged Man by blind, so it's going to be an interesting experience for me as well once this game is released. So hopefully I will enjoy it as much as you do. But I guess I could tell something about myself. I have done voice acting before. This is like my, I don't know, 20th, 15th project, something around those lines. I've began in 2012, and most of my voice acting experience comes from Manix Expression site's podcast plays. They are most of the time well written too. Perhaps my most prolific one is a Star Citizen machinea called Combined Arms, where I play the main villain, this sadistic space pirate captain or something, rather. And, well, I don't know what else to say, so I guess I thank you for and congratulate you for completing the Handman, the final grand finale in this quadrilogy, and yeah, have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Star Leader or Arian, and I am the voice of Young Will. Congratulations on finishing the 2nd playthrough of the game! Yay! I was really excited when I found out I would voice in The Hanged Man, as I have loved the Crooked Man series, and I remember playing all sorts of RPG games with my cousins and reading aloud the lines for the voiceless characters. I'm really happy that 10 years later I'm still doing it, but on a more serious level. I found that voicing Will when he was young was different from voicing other younger versions of characters, as these types of characters are commonly shown to display a contrast between before and after a major event. But this young Will is shown to you while he's going through that major change and still trying to understand and find his way in the situation. So he's caught between a time of innocence but also a time of acceptance and growth. A lot of other young boys I have voiced were still stuck in that innocent and naive time of their lives, and I would make it a focus to sound really cute and clinging to that side. Will is young and still has much to learn, but he's also trying to understand where his life is heading. That really defined an important goal to me, to grasp his innocence but still show his struggle to find his way out of this storm. I really love Will, and seeing everyone's work made me really honored to be a part of this team. I hope you enjoyed playing, and thank you so much for listening.
Hey there. I'm not one for speaking much about myself, but congratulations on finishing the game. I hope that you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed participating in voice acting. This is my first ever voice acting experience, and I hope that everything on my end was good enough to immerse you. I want to thank Uri for giving me such a great opportunity to experience something so new to me, as well as my girlfriend for letting me know that voice acting auditions were occurring for this game. Currently, I am a theater student who enjoys playing many video games and watching many anime in my free time. I think I fit an okay person to do voice acting, right? Feel free to contact me through my email for anything, and again, thanks for playing.
I'm Adam Mcmillan, the voice of Robert Hayes. Congratulations on beating the Hanged Man. I had so much fun with this character and getting to experience the way his personality unfolded. I'm an aspiring voice actor, and I've been able to be a part of other projects such as Pokemon The True Abridged series, Beyond School, and a new project called In the Flesh. I also upload YouTube videos at youtube.com/thatchannel90. Hope you had a good time.
Hi. I guess I'm back. Serene Harper, reporting for Juicy. Congratulations on clearing the Hangman. I hope you had a brilliant time playing it. Uri has been working really hard on this game, so let's all congratulate her on finishing it. And for wrapping up the Strange Men series with a big round of applause. Yay! I really wasn't expecting Helena to reappear in this game, but here she is. Uri messaged me a few months ago asking if I could voice Helena again, and to be honest, I was quite surprised. I sincerely thought that her role ended in the Boogieman, and technically it did. Uri did tell me she'd only have a few lines, but I was more than okay with it. I just didn't expect it to be like that. You could have given me a forewarning that the pairings would be flirting so I could have avoided getting embarrassed, Uri. I can still feel my face burning. I blame you. I don't have much to say. I think I've run my mouth enough on my TPM message. I guess I can tell you guys what I've been up to. I've started working on my own games, 5 of them in fact, interchangeably because I love being miserable. But they won't be out for a long time as I'm extremely busy with everything else. 3 of them are visual novels, while the other 2 are being made using the RPG Maker 2005 engine. 2 of them are silly, while the rest are rather heavy and full of misery and horror, kinda. So, yep. Anyway, enough of that. Congratulations once more on finishing the Hanged Man, and I hope you enjoyed the Strange Men series altogether. I know I did. Send tons of love and praises Uri's way, she definitely deserves them. That's all spoiler rotten. Anyways, you guys know where to find me. For those who don't, my Twitter handle is Serene Harper because I'm creative that way. I sound way too happy. Take care always and catch you later.
Sup guys, how y'all doing? It's me, it's your best friend, Blue Neon Lightshow, back to voice Keith from the last game, the Boogieman. You can just call me Neon for short. I heard Keith was going to be in the next game after we finished the Boogieman, but I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. A pleasant surprise if you ask me. It was enjoyable to voice Keith once again, albeit a ton of lines to record and whatnot, but hey, that's part of the fun, right? Anyway, congratulations on beating the Hangman and getting to the secret ending. Go around and see what the other voice actors have to say. They certainly deserve the credit just as much as anyone. Oh, I guess I should also mention how to get in touch with me, right? I'll just leave my contacts here. Fair warning, I'm horrible at keeping in touch, but you can always trust me to eventually get back to you, even if it is within a month. Anyway, enjoy.